Hey guys, finally getting a review in, or not really review, more of an overview of the full-size bushcraft pack from Frost River. You can see that it's a pretty big, fully waxed canvas pack. I've got it pretty much maxed out here. The only thing that I don't have in it is all of the food that I'd be bringing with me on a regular outing. But we'll take a look at the outside of the pack and the different features, and then I'll also walk through what I have in here for contents, and then we'll finish off the shot with a shot at the end of basically everything laid out on the floor here that I was able to fit into the pack. And I think you'll be pretty amazed at the amount of stuff that you can fit in here. But starting from the outside of the pack, you can see it's pretty narrow, so that you can use it for bushcrafting. You can get through the woods without getting caught up on branches and trees and things like that. So it is a pretty narrow pack. I'll try and add some photos at the end as well, or maybe push them in here with the pack on, and you can see just how narrow it is. Here you can see I've got the flap all the way down. It does have some D-rings on the top so that I could strap on something like my wool blanket. It's also got some leather tabs at the bottom, so I could just tie my blanket to the bottom if I wanted to go that route as well. Moving around to the side, you can see here that we've got some strap-up points which you can use to cinch the pack down. So if you didn't want to pack it out the whole way, you can cinch down the sides and make it tighter. You can also keep some things in here, and you'll see that there's this pocket at the bottom, so you can tuck things down. Like I've got my tent poles now, and then cinch those up in place. Same setup on the other side. Right now I've just got my ground tarp in there. It's one of the casualty blankets. Going around to the back of the pack, you can see it's really heavy duty construction here. Got my pole handle, buckskin shoulder straps with padding. It's got the sternum strap, which this is all adjustable to the brass buckles. And then also this really great waist strap here that actually you can fully remove this if you don't want to bring it with you. But it is helps balance out the weight of the pack as well when it's kind of maxed out the way I have it today. Getting around to the front, I will open up this top lid so we can take a look at the front pockets. And you can see here it's all heavy duty brass buckles, leather straps. Pulling this up a bit, first you'll see it's got the axe sleeve here. Just got my wearing this wildlife hatchet tucked inside of there. Put that aside. Then you've got these two bottle pouches, which you can see stuck up or stick up pretty high. You can get even those really tall Nalgene, I think they're like 40-ounce bottles in here. I had it down on the tightest loop, and you can see how much higher you can stick these up. Inside of here, I've got a stainless steel water bottle. And the GSI stainless steel cup. Going over to the other side. Got a 32-ounce Nalgene bottle. Just some batteries for the different electronics that I have packed out. And then here I also have a wax canvas. This is actually a fishing reel pouch, but inside of it I've got a flint and steel kit. Opening up the pack, first thing on the top here, hopefully you can see this okay. The top flap has this kind of mat pocket in here. I keep my toiletries. I've just got a bandana, toothbrush, mouthwash, that kind of thing, TP, and a bar of soap. The pack has these flaps that come up the side, so you can really add a lot more stuff than what I have in here and bring the flaps up the side. I've got my flaps tied with just a piece of paracord, and then tied off with one of the grommets are here. I've got a loop with just one of these emergency whistle, thermometer, compass, magnifying glass setups, and that's just kind of tied in so it's always there and accessible. Getting to the inside of the pack, the first thing that you'll see is I've got my Thermarest sleep pad here around the back. I've just got it folded so it's about the width of the pack, and what this really does is helps build a frame for the pack. So this will be the last thing that I pull out, but you'll see that as I go through the contents of the pack, this is really keeping the frame of it. Up top, I've got just this canvas haversack. Right now, the only thing that I have in here are a set of leather gloves, my BK2, and then usually I'll just bring whatever smaller knife I want to have at the time. This is the Blind Horse Knives, the Frontier Valley patch knife, I believe it is. And as I get to camp, different things go into this this haversack, kind of based off of what I'm doing. So if I'm going to go hike away for a little bit or scope things out around camp, I can bring water or other things with me in this bag. I've got a radio. I do like to bring a radio with me. Usually when I go out on a trip or something, I go by myself, so it's just a nice comfort thing to have. To listen to the radio, I usually listen to the baseball game or something like that. Adventure medical kits, first aid kit, with some other things added to it. Mostly just more bandaging options. I think there's an ace bandage, more gauze, additional band-aids. I've got this accessories bag. In here, I've got front and compass, a mirror, another bandana, hand sanitizer, Kelty headlamp. I've got ferro rod here, and also this capsule that has cotton ball and Vaseline. You've seen this before as well. This usually gets clipped to my belt as soon as I get out. Sharpie, Smith's diamond rod, just a cheap, inexpensive multi-tool, mostly for use with the pliers, and then some 100% DEET. Moving on, got the lunch bag. This has my cook kit in it, my kettle. Inside of that, there's a stove, all my coffee prep, some Bannock, oil. I've got a 1960s era Girl Scout mess kit. It's pretty heavy duty compared to the similar kind of mess kits that you see today. This is more a bulletproof option. Here I've just got some utensils, plastic spoons, wooden spoon that I've carved. There's a can opener at the bottom. And then I've got my spice kit. Digging further, Bushcraft USA 10x10 tarp with all my paracord tie-outs that I usually use. If you want to find out more about these, check out some of my other videos. This tarp is fantastic. I would recommend it to anybody that's looking for a tarp. They also have many different sizes of tarps in different colors and or different patterns rather, and colors. Definitely check them out at Bushcraft Outfitters. Here I've just got a canvas bag with some more of my line kit. I've got my ridge line, another about 40 feet of paracord, And then I've got an additional bunch of hanks here of varying sizes, some 20 feet, mostly 10, that I use to set up my poncho, as you've seen in other videos. And that all just packs up nicely in here. Here's my poncho. Bug net. I've got a pillow, just an inflatable pillow. I think I have a video on that, my sleep system. Also part of my sleep system, I've got the Snug Pack. The Snug Pack, I think it's called the Sleeper Light sleeping bag. It's a mummy style bag. Further down, I've got one of these waterproof bags. This right now, it's packed up pretty small. It's set up more for summer. This has spare clothes. There's an extra t-shirt, socks, and a pair of boxers. And then at the very bottom, this is kind of more like emergency type gear. Got a couple of ponchos. It's like orange signaling type banner. Trash bag. Mylar blanket, and then also this clear plastic water collecting bag. And this is something that just is always at the bottom of my bag. Really any pack, if I'm going out, even just for a short day hike, I'll usually just toss this in the bottom. And then the last thing on the inside here is the Thermarest Z-Lite. Going back to those outside pockets, I've got 6 military tent poles. I'll either use these to set up my poncho as like a rain or sun shield, or sometimes if I don't have enough trees around, I'll use this to set up my tarp. Also tucked in here, I've got this little bag that I made out of an old backpack. And in here I have tent poles, more traditional aluminum style tent pegs, and then also a bunch of nails that work great. Usually hold up better than just the aluminum. And then I already showed you, I've just got the, I think it's a 5x7 tarp that I use mostly for ground cover. But that's everything, guys. I've got, as you can see, I've got a lot of capabilities with what's in this pack. And as a whole, I think that this pack it's much better than the last options that I had. I had more of like a MOLLE pack with a whole bunch of things, other smaller pouches MOLLEd onto it, and it was really bulky, and carrying it anywhere it would get snagged up on things. So upgrading to this Bushcraft pack has been a really big plus for me. It gives me a lot more ease of use and being able to put everything inside the more bucket style pack. It's also still easy for me to navigate through, especially if I think about the way that I'm going to put everything into the pack. But so far it's been fantastic, and having the wax canvas has been great as well. As you saw in one of my last videos, I did catch a lot of rain the last time out, and the pack did get really wet. Everything inside was perfectly fine, so I'll definitely stand behind the wax canvas. It's a great option, and I do like the aesthetics of it. But I'll add in a shot at the end of this, of everything that I had in here all laid out, so you can see exactly how much I was able to fit in. If you have any other questions, shoot me a comment. And as always, a lot of appreciation to anybody that's subscribed here. I appreciate all the feedback, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Alright guys, I forgot to show one other thing. Behind each of these bottle bags, there's also a slip-in pocket here that I've got my fire kit, and I've got a Baco Laplander. So if I pull these out and add them over here to the kit, you'll see that this is everything that I was able to fit inside of the pack. So there it all is. Here's the pack one more time. And once again, if you have any questions on any of the gear or more questions about the pack, happy to answer them. And I'll see you guys again soon in another one. Thanks.